Good evening and welcome to a meeting of the Darien Architectural Review Board. It is Tuesday, July 15th at 7:02 p.m. My name is Elizabeth Geiger. I'm chairman of the board. With me tonight we have Rebecca Morrison, Joe Miro taking notes, Kate Porcelli, Christina Hart, Anya Janis, and David Riley. We have no old business tonight, so going into new business, we have ARB number 24, 2025, and viewpoint, that is PL 25-114. So,
put the vote for the new discussion item,
I can do that at the end.
or at the end or now?
I'll do that at the
end?
After these. I'll do it after these
Okay.
meetings. I had it under discussion to vote for it.
Okay.
Yes. So who's that?
John Melody.
Good. So come. So it's not that easy. You guys pop up. You have to stand at the thing. Introduce yourself on record. Say what your company is. Oh, Alex Lopatinsky. I'm sorry. You know what? I got to make a correction also to our attendance there. It's Alex Lopatinsky. I was looking at you and thinking Rebecca Moore. I don't know why I was thinking about Rebecca.
Okay, I'll be Rebecca.
Yeah. For some reason, the roll call has become the most challenging thing for me in these meetings. You know, you think I don't know you all well, and you all get my Christmas card. I know you very well. Apologies, gentlemen. Sorry.
Hi,
Back to business.
I'm John Malagisi with Sign Design. I'm the installer, and I'm here with Dan Radman.
I'm with Chipotle. I'm one of the design managers for Chipotle.
Dan, what's your last name?
Radman, R-A-D-M-A-N.
Okay.
You didn't ask Malagisi, but you asked Radman.
I think I have his printed. That's why I thought. That's why. Yeah.
He's up there.
So Dan's going to kind of lead the way here, and if there's any questions for me, just let me know.
Okay.
Yeah, so I'm sure everyone's familiar with the development. We're looking to be on the ground floor on one of the corner units facing the inner courtyard as well as Heights Road. Two building signs. There's a defined signage band on the facade, so we only have a certain spot we can go. We're not trying to reinvent the wheel here, but we tried to fit it into the signage band that exists. So we have two type A signs, which will be going facing Heights Road and facing the inner courtyard. And then we had an additional flag, what we call a banner or flag sign that's sticking out on the corner of the building that would be visible to the inner parking areas. It's not on there.
No, that's a file that I have in the viewpoint. I don't know if you did you upload something new in there?
This is the latest one, the one that my team sent me. Do you have it with the flag?
Yes.
Okay.
And I also have pictures of the front and side of the building, and I can point out to where.
Yeah, I can submit this for record if necessary, but basically,
You did.
Will
You
be
did upload it?
necessary because it's not uploaded. The last upload is July 7 in the file. July 7, July 7, July 7. That's
That's
the
a bummer.
record. So that's the one I opened, the last design drawing. So that's okay if you show it.
It was just
physically.
given to me yesterday. It was just given to me yesterday.
Okay.
So let's focus on the wall signs and then
Sure.
give a handout for the blade sign.
The blade sign was a suggestion by Herbert.
Yep, good suggestion. So let's talk about the wall signs first, and then we'll go to the blade.
so the wall signs, this is our brand identity with this particular pill design, horizontal signage. There's a white backer panel. The faces of the letters are opaque, and it's halo illuminated. So it's the illumination is from the back of the letters, kind of glowing outwards and illuminating the background. I can pass around a couple of images. These are the first page, which has 3 images on it. That's the actual sign that'll be going here. It's for another location, but it's the exact same design and size and everything else. And then the other 2 images are of existing stores with a similar sign installed, day and night vision. So you can.
Are both signs illuminated?
Yes, they are.
Do we not say no illumination on the inside, or do we?
Yeah, like on a
Yeah.
corner, for a corner building,
Yeah.
there's a different criteria. in
Yeah,
terms
like I
of
feel like we talked
illumination.
about this last month.
I was actually not at that meeting when you guys approved signage with Vaquero. John Vaquero was here.
I
The
don't know
lighting,
Was
there
this
was,
the last meeting?
what our minutes.
it was 2 meetings ago. It was not June, it was,
Right,
yeah.
yeah.
So where did you guys decide with lighting?
I want to say that we were going to take advantage of interior sconce lighting.
Correct.
Or
This was here
overhead
somewhere.
lighting on the inside. And I don't think we
I think we
approved.
left it open-ended.
But I think
It was.
This isn't under the awning though. This is, it's still exposed. It's in the, it's facing
Yeah,
the
there's
courtyard.
no awning.
It's not underneath the,
Yeah, that was
But we also
garden
wanted-
catering, I believe, yeah, where
Right, that
it's
was
set
in
into
that
an alcove.
square nook.
Right.
Yeah.
Images of the existing.
But Liz, we also wanted from them like a lighting design plan with the sconces, so we knew exactly how the building is lit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it may reflect on the sign, so it didn't reflect.
Yeah.
So if the sign was competing with
Right.
the building
Yep.
sconces.
Right, right.
So
There were
we
very
got that.
few,
I mean,
there
I
are
don't
very
think
few
we should-
sconces on that plan.
On that side?
They provided plan that's like really minimal,
It was.
not on the plaza.
On the courtyard side?
I can
So
show these images.
it
This
wouldn't
is-
work.
This is the actual building.
Is there
So-
regulation
Oh, yeah, I know,
regarding
I think
I know.
Okay,
illuminated
so that's facing Heights
signs?
Road,
Yeah.
and that's
Yeah.
facing the inner
So
courtyard.
that was the inner courtyard.
Oh, yeah, there, I
It's
just
just-
realized that, like,
Yeah.
both signs be
What's in
illuminated.
between yours?
There's
Yeah,
nothing
it's about
against
fire.
that.
That's
The only thing
It's all
that's,
review.
Yeah.
So this is
I-
all
The
we.
sign band is in this white band right here, is the only place
No, the
where
right
you
is too
go.
much, and
Yeah.
they have to match.
On both
color,
elevations,
lumen,
is similar white band here.
That's fine, yeah.
So I can't remember, so I'm sorry, who's going here,
Yeah, who's going next? Was it,
People.
People?
People, and
Yeah.
then
And that-
Garden
I mean,
Catering.
and that-
Garden Catering's there.
but they, none of them were illuminated, were they?
People asked for illumination.
But I don't think we, I think we said go back.
I thought you
no.
guys surprisingly said okay.
I think,
For the inside, wait, no.
The inside
Inside one we
people,
said no.
under here, people's got one within here,
Yeah.
that we said no to.
yes.
But the
but
one
I
on
think
the
The one
outside
was
along
against
Heights Road was.
Oh, along
yeah,
Heights Road was
okay.
against.
Yeah.
Because that's what we need to keep that. 'cause
Yeah, it's
if that's
exact- well,
lit,
that's why
that's
I-
lit, and that's gonna be lit.
That's
too.
why that's why
Yeah.
I'm bringing it up, because I
Yeah.
can't remember. So if we did say yes to that, to be illuminated, then.
Yeah, no, I just asked Hervé, there's no regulation against both signs being
Yeah.
illuminated. So the one
no, the only thing.
facing the inner courtyard.
Did
would
one
be
take a look at
illuminated
this?
as well.
These are the.
The courtyard.
Yeah, this is.
Where-
And this is just corporate branding, there's no, nothing's gonna really change proportionally or color palette, it is what it is.
It is what it is.
Yeah.
So where the ARB has some latitude there is, in terms of regulation, is you get two wall signs when you're on a corner street. If the plaza is considered a street or not, but it's a highly public space. So this is where the good old sentence in the regulation that says, unless otherwise decided by the ARB, or unless determined by the ARB as being appropriate. So you guys have the latitude to say, well, you know, the plaza.
What's happening on the other side of the plaza? You know,
Can we look at the site plan again?
We actually have, I think, a tenant,
There's a gym.
coming in, next tenant is
It's a gym across,
In the gym, right next, adjacent.
adjacent.
across there.
That's
Plaza?
Evolve, next to
No,
it.
that's still
No.
open for, it's not, it hasn't been like.
Hasn't been leased yet?
Hasn't been leased.
I don't know.
Because
actually.
whatever we decide for the plaza side,
Yeah.
probably you have to think about what it's gonna look like on the other side, right? 'Cause there's
Yeah.
one lit
100%.
sign there,
They all,
they all, I mean, I
So-
would not, for the tenant.
Just one more thing about regulations, considering the linear feet of store that she typically has, the amount of signage that they're proposing is way under. I mean, it's, 0.33 or maximum 32 square foot per sign, they're way under for both, so in a way plays in your favor, and what I'm saying is placing in your favor, because it's not over extravagant in terms of signage, you have a really long
Well,
amount
we
there,
need to
you could go 32 square feet, and
Yeah, but we don't want to.
the regulation wouldn't,
Yeah.
but then the RB has to judge that it's proportionate, but
Right.
then, just per the book.
Yeah, the size.
Are you gonna double light?
It's the illumination.
So the detail that you passed around has letters, halo
It's not gonna
glowing,
be-
but also
it's not
the
gonna
red
be red light.
backboard against the white backboard also is lit up. Is that the way
Yep.
this is going?
Both are halo lit.
Always
Yeah,
Yep.
okay. So it's like the one you have in your hand right now?
The images that are from the
Yeah, so
workshop,
It's got the ring around the,
yeah,
Yeah,
the only difference, this is the exact sign that'll be there, so it's a complete white backer, right? Has, the back panel is illuminated or halo illuminated, and the edges of the letters are halo illuminated, so it'll look effectively like that.
so I'm not a fan
Seems
of
like a
that
bit much.
glow, the
Yeah.
glow around it all.
Same.
Yeah.
It's actually, if I may say, a little deceiving in the picture. LEDs always photograph brighter. The LEDs are actually shining into the letter and reflecting back.
Off the white,
off
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
there.
Yeah, on the
So
letters,
it's gonna be
I-
The
fuzzier.
letters are okay, we're talking about the band that goes all the way
around.
around
Yeah,
the
that part.
sign.
That part.
There's a lot.
So I think that in general, That's for, excuse me. Illumination is a big, kind of a big thing
Sure.
here in Darien. And illumination, when you're in a automobile type context, like the Chipotle on the post road next to the car wash, that makes a lot of sense because, you know, from a traffic point of view. But on a pedestrian plaza, you may not need it as much behind the backer panel as you would on the one facing Northern Heights. So that, just proposing that, just, you know, pedestrian, you
Yeah.
may not need that extra glow, and you already have the sign and the glow behind the letters, and people are already very
Also-
close
When
to
they
it.
recognize the brand.
They're gonna be very close to it, so.
Well, if
Also
the-
from
if
my-
the-
go ahead.
If the perimeter glow is not favorable, if we could leave just the letters as halo illuminated,
Yeah,
and keep the
yeah,
white, the
yeah.
reason we do the white background panel in the first place is contrast to any kind of a non-white facade. In this case, we've got this cream colored shingles and other stuff going on, so it's supposed to contrast with that. But we could do just the letters and just the chili pepper halo illuminated and everything else non-illuminated.
I think given
I think that's good to
the
that.
mixed use and the residential aspect of it,
Sure.
having a little less light.
Totally fine.
Yeah.
I'm going to throw another into this. Color-wise, lumen-wise, and Kelvin-wise, if you could coordinate with P-bulb so we have the same color coming from this sign as your neighbor right next door.
Color temperature of white.
Yes, I believe we requested something under 5,000, but it might have been 3,000.
I think ours are usually either 3 or 4.
Okay.
35.
We don't want super bright
Right.
white.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I would just, we've had many of
3,000.
these.
3,000
Okay, that's on the warm.
Which is
It's
a
on,
warm.
it's on the drawings, which is like a,
That's a warm
it's
one.
warmer than this actually, this is 3,500.
Was P-Valve 3,000 as well?
Probably.
I think it was, right?
3,000 is where we're coming
I
out.
think that's a standard in Darien,
Yeah.
it's 3,000.
Especially because there's
We've
residential.
been listening to
above.
our ARB.
Yeah.
There's
Okay.
residential above looking straight down.
Yes,
This
right.
is correct.
Yeah.
That adds up to
So we'll look at the depth of your sign too, so that thing's coming off about 8.5 inches off the middle.
Total with the backer is, yeah, approximately from the facade itself.
And then above that facade is trim.
But again, if we're reducing the illumination and getting rid of that halo on the white backer,
could sit.
we can cut it down by 1.5 inches.
Yeah,
Yeah,
okay, right,
okay.
that's nice, okay.
We're just trying to be aware because of the lettering, the pepper. They won't be, you won't shock outwards to
Right.
the residences.
Right.
We've done it, Tom.
Okay.
Yeah, I think taking that band out would
Yeah,
help.
help that.
Yeah, I think there's still gonna be some incidental light coming up, but.
Yeah.
So you guys
There's
are
not
okay though with it being illuminated, both signs being illuminated, just not with the halo illumination around the backboard?
That's my.
Okay.
Just get the letters.
Okay.
Outline of the.
And then the piece that was missing from the submission, and I can share this, is a sign type B on here. And it's the third, it's the last page of the deck, which is this kind of medallion banner or flag sign. And it was at the
We call it a
recommendation.
blade sign, right? That's what
Blade
we call it
sign.
down here.
Yeah, it's a blade sign. It was at the recommendation of zoning. It's non-illuminated.
Yep.
It's just coming off the corner of the building and to give us some identity from the parking side of it, so there's a reference point there.
I think it's very consistent with the other blade signs.
Which corner?
Right there.
Putting it
As you enter from that,
Right here, it would be sticking out this way so that it's visible this way.
The shape, the diameter is not that, it's less than 3 feet.
What's the diameter?
211 and a half. 3 feet.
Yeah, 3 feet. Is that too
Yeah,
big?
that's big.
Too big.
That may be
I
too
wish we
big.
had some of the other blade signs just to.
Especially the band,
compare.
what's the size of the band on the? So it's gonna be sticking here, right? At the band?
I like 30 inch.
Is there an elevation?
Oh, yeah, I think we only do 2 feet. Like, we
There's
usually
no,
like-
there's no elevation in
We
that.
always do 24 by 24, usually.
Yeah.
2 foot.
24 by 24,
Yes,
yeah. 2
that
foot
makes
radius.
more sense.
Yeah,
That's a little big.
okay.
Yeah, that'll work better with these,
Right.
the proportion of
Yeah.
this.
That's fine.
2 feet,
Yeah.
and then but then it'll be for that 2 feet still plus the
It'll be plus the dimension
Plus
of
the-
the
8-inch
bracket.
bracket, yeah.
The diameter of the sign will be
Yes, 2 feet.
2 feet.
Yes.
Plus the bracket.
Yep.
That's fine. We can make that work. Again, that one is for the close by parking, so it doesn't have to be too big, it's just for identity at the corner.
Yeah, it makes it more intimate for pedestrians,
Mhm.
encouraging them, thank you.
You have an idea where you're gonna mount it, if this is the corner.
It's
so
right
you-
centered on that pilaster on the far left.
Right, like, I really can't do mountain.
Sorry,
That's
is it-
it.
this pilaster here, it would be centered on that pilaster.
Centered here, right?
Yep.
But on the
Same height.
other side or on?
No, on this side.
On that side?
On that side, facing the courtyard, so that the face of it is facing the parking
The
area.
parking lot.
Rather than
Oh,
way
yeah,
out.
yeah.
Okay.
Is that normal, do we normally mount our blade signs the same height as our wall signs? I thought they were
Well,
like
that
a
was, that's
step,
kind of why I was
Yeah.
going with
Lower.
it.
yeah.
It's gonna have to be lower if it's 2 feet, because this guy's not, this doesn't look like it's 2 foot tall.
The bottom of it, so like, sorry, just looking over here where you can see it. I think if you
I think-
centered it maybe for this.
Yeah, if you
the
look
center
at those
mullion
exist,
above the doors.
Yeah.
So it aligned kind of there.
sorry to just interrupt. If you look at one of those pictures from the inner courtyard, I've got another one here. There is an existing light fixture that's kind of right about, it's right about centered on this window band right here. So we can't go lower than that.
Above it.
We would be right above it.
Oh, yeah, there it is.
I don't like that. What's that?
What
Is
if you
that?
put it on the other
Yeah.
Could it go?
side? Not on that face, but on the other
This is
face.
another one.
Well, that's, I think there's another fixture on the other side, and that's
Oh,
where
in
the
the
building
same
becomes
spot?
that bridge that crosses
Yeah, it
over.
has the overhang right there.
Has the overhang.
dotted line.
I think
Well, we'll have to-
there's a light or something.
Yeah.
I think you were saying there's a
Done your
light right
point.
there.
Is there
How about the other
room?
corner? Yeah.
Is there room between, like if we had it here instead, between these?
They're saying the same thing.
That gets close to
Because
the
buried
wall side.
further into the courtyard, we were trying to keep it further out so that, you know, that would mean it would be over here. We were trying to keep it at the corner, so you have a little more visibility to all the parking that's out here rather than tucking it in here.
How about,
Especially under the, this is where the overhang of the building is, so trying
Could it go
to
like
provide some visibility to those people parking there.
There's this.
there's a sconce at that corner?
Yes.
Yeah.
And that's where we need John to
But yeah,
give
is
us
there anything
responsibility.
later?
I think we did find it on the landscaping plan.
Okay.
Oh, when they said, wait, there might be,
There's a light on that.
On the back
corner
wall
by the-
facing.
Facing the parking lot, yeah.
and Hervé, you were opposed to bringing it into the courtyard more, closer to the,
No, I'm not opposed. I think that it starts to be a little more redundant if the blade sign is
Yeah.
here and the wall sign is here.
I
I
agree.
mean, where you need is when you're driving, because this is a one-way here, so when you're driving, you kind of want to see Chipotle. I'm wondering if it wouldn't fit underneath that arc or the arc,
It gets kind of
It's
tight
gonna
because of the
low.
way the architecture comes down,
Yeah.
and there's another light sconce on that
It's almost
corner.
like you want to, if you see it here, you're going to want to go inside here, but it's, it should be facing this way. There's probably a way to figure it out with the
Yeah.
light sconce once on the site.
Also with the reduced sizing, we're going
Yeah,
from
it's gonna
50 to
Reduced sizing
20.
will help.
So I wonder if we can take a look at getting it on that elevation if it's
On
smaller,
the top elevation,
Yeah.
towards the parking lot.
towards the parking, yeah.
Yeah, if it's smaller, because that one is proposed about a foot bigger.
I
If
don't
it's gonna
have
compete with lighting.
I
Yeah.
don't have a good picture of that sign, but we'll gladly take a look.
Okay.
so we'll say what we do is like, that we support the layout of the sign, the design of it, despite shrinking it down to 2-foot diameter, but to come back to us.
Here's
Locations.
a really good picture of it. So this,
I think it could be added.
this is that light, we're proposing to put it here.
Yeah.
And you can see where the building
Oh,
turns
yeah.
and becomes that overhang right
Uh-huh.
behind this.
But you know what, it actually will show better if you, because there's not a sconce on the other sides.
No, there isn't, there's this
Right,
security
but you-
camera on the corner.
But you could mount it below the security camera,
Yeah.
Yep.
right? Like if you mounted
We
it,
could, we just have to check with the building to make sure we're not obscuring anything on the camera.
but if you, if you
Mhm.
did it here,
Yep.
then you see it very directly.
I just don't know how much depth we have here
Yeah.
relative to this, because according to that drawing,
Yeah.
this aligns with this up here, so there might only be a few inches here. That's why this camera is on an angle bracket rather than sticking straight out. but we can look into it for sure.
Can't fix that now.
Yeah.
That's
Can you move that, please?
It's before my time.
Okay, so we're gonna move forward and just, so you'll get a favorable report, but we're gonna wait to give an actual administrative approval until we can decide on location of that sign. So
That's fine.
when you guys can go there, take some pictures and figure out what's best. Because I think
We can do that.
ideally, the blade sign should be the same height as where those sconces are.
Yes.
So that's gonna be the challenge. So why don't you go back and look, if it doesn't work, maybe we'll just say X the blade sign.
Okay, that's fine.
If we're, because I feel like, would we rather X it or have it higher above?
I'd rather exit, because higher above is gonna look
Stupid, yeah, okay.
That's fine.
So,
And we can update the drawings and photographs and resubmit it for
Yes.
administrative approval?
yep, exactly.
It's fine.
And so the update to the drawing, just to make sure we're clear, was to remove the perimeter glow, so not illuminate the red background.
Backer panel glow.
Yep,
On the plaza sign.
on the walls, on the two wall signs. Everything else
Do you want-
about
do you
them.
want- Do you want the other glow also on the train side to be removed? The
You-
back?
just the backer panel, the letters can be.
Oh, so I'm confused. I thought we only removed the lighting at the backer panel on the plaza
We
side.
said both of them,
So both of them don't have the back?
panel, yeah.
We should-
Just halo around the letters,
All right.
on both signs. Everything else on the sign is good.
It's okay.
And then we do, like, the blade sign, it appears great, just needs to be 2 feet in
Yep.
diameter, and then come back to us with a new location.
Totally fine.
Okay. And the Kelvin's 3,000.
It's on the drawings already.
Okay, perfect. All right, guys, thank you so much. So
Thank you.
submit those to Hervé, Hill, and Greer, they'll work with you to get that admin approval.
Sounds good.
Okay, great. Thanks, guys, for coming. The next one is ARB 2025, in viewpoint system. Sorry, do you have a question?
Nope, that's it. Thank you very
In
much.
viewpoint system, that would be PL 25115.
So I have a question. Are they moving to the lower
No, we're gonna have 3 of them in town.
Three?
There's one at the 95 exit, between exit 11 and 10 in Darien.
And where's the other
So
one?
that's technically 3 Chipotle's. There's one on the west, oh, yeah, it's
Probably.
We're on the rest
Pretty
stop,
close to
one.
what you have in Union.
across from the new car
Hi, John,
wash.
how are you?
Good, how are you? Hi, John Massari, Massari, accent signs and awnings. I'm hoping this is simple. These are just plain acrylic letters, no lighting, stud mounted to the wall. They're going to be a 1/2 inch raised off the wall. That's their logo and their logo color. The storefront is 37 feet, and that gives us 1 square foot per 3 linear feet within code. If you could, do you want to drop down to the other pictures? Or I can do it here, it doesn't really matter. This is kind of in a courtyard.
The one that says install.
That's just the install.
Okay.
But as you can see, this is the courtyard, so this is indented here quite a bit.
Yep.
So it's a little bit of a challenge to be seen, but this shows you, this is again the storefront, but this shows you how it's indented here in this courtyard. These are the outer buildings on Height Road. So there's not much we could do with size, it fits code. I just really wouldn't want to make it any smaller. I think it's kind of challenging.
Did you
My-
make
my-
it? Go, go.
My only comment is I have no problem with the sign itself, but I think I would put it over the left window. It just centered between the windows. It just seems like it's not relating to anything.
Okay, the
To
door,
me,
the door's all the way to the right.
the door is to the right. Okay,
Yeah.
over the right.
Under there, yeah.
Sorry, I thought the entrance was on the left.
Same.
But I think just having it centered over the windows rather than between them, at least that's just my opinion on it. Because it just kind of seems like it's floating out there. I
So
don't
would
know if
these-
anybody else feels the same way, but that's.
I
Just
agree,
initial.
or if it's gonna be centered, I feel like if it just had a white, like,
Like
Back
backer.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, that would be
Then
another
more
suggestion.
intentional.
If it had a backer, I think over centered like it is, would be fine.
It might be easier to read the letters also. It feels like the letters are getting lost a
Yeah,
little
on the shingles.
on the shingles.
Yeah.
The only thing I'd be a little bit concerned about, because this is so far indented, if I put a background on it, I gotta make all the letters smaller to give it space around the background, so the lettering is gonna shrink.
Oh,
Because are you at the max size?
Yes, I
space.
am.
you're the max size in that space, or?
So
For that
small.
storefront, because I'm allowed
We do.
I'd say-
1 square foot per 3 linear feet.
So I would suggest this, leave the letters the size they are, the sign the size that it is, and create the back where it's a little bit bigger than
Okay.
what
And is that okay?
so that it has something
Yeah.
to land on.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
We
I
say
think
it's
the backer will help reading the sign.
Yeah.
They'll-
They'll pop a little more.
And a white backer to match
Yep.
the trim.
Perfect, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Is that it?
That's it. So I could probably write you a letter, just if you get a
Okay.
new PDF to Hervé in time into the system.
And that would stay centered on the 2 windows
Yeah, I think
With the
you're
backer.
okay With the backer.
with the backer?
Yeah.
Yeah,
It'll be like a little-
it anchors it.
Yeah.
They're,
Yeah.
with their red utility alarm, oh, right in the middle there. Focus.
So it's a feature.
They don't use the 2 little baguettes as their logo on like a little Blake sign above the door or something, or? Because that.
Oh, I didn't even see that. Those are so cute.
I could use a straight backer and kind of make a bump out
Cool.
across the top for that.
That'd be actually
Mhm.
fun.
Very cool.
Yeah,
I love that.
Yeah,
great.
I think that will read more, because right now it's
Right.
kind of, it gets
I
lost.
love that.
Because otherwise I'll have a lot of negative space on the top
Yeah.
if I just make a rectangle.
Right.
Yeah, that'd be cute.
Yeah.
It's really cute.
It's cute.
And there's no signage at the actual entrance door? It
They,
seems-
they haven't talked about any vinyl lettering like at the entrance door.
Once you get closer, you
Okay.
smell the bakery, you just know.
You'll
what
know.
it is.
That's so French of you,
The
Hervé.
croissants are here.
Okay.
Okay?
So if you throw up a new PDF this week, I'll get you a letter. We'll avoid admin approval. I'll just write you an official letter.
Okay,
Sound good?
absolutely.
Okay, thanks, John.
Thanks a lot.
Thank you.
Okay. To keep things moving, I'll finish up the, you keep writing the notes, I need that. On other business, I do have other business to propose, so I would like to propose the follow-up conversation for our last meeting, we talked about regulations and finding. Can I get a vote, we need 2/3 majority vote to approve adding this to the agenda item? Everyone's in favor?
Yeah.
Beautiful,
Yeah.
okay, you can hear it.
Yeah,
Okay.
Keep it to 2 minutes.
So, yes, you're telling me.
wanted to do
So
that.
what I'd like to do, I need another vote then, I would like to request a motion for us to endorse the concept of an ordinance that will be structured around a regulation and fining system for signage in town and all zoning regulations. It's what we discussed last time, and what would be, the ordinance would be something proposed by P and Z, that would then go to the P and Z Commission, and then would go to the RTM for an official vote. So I would like your vote for an ARB endorsement of that.
So somebody has
Questions?
put up a motion for it, or did you?
I am
just
putting
put
up a motion
You're
for it.
putting the motion up, okay.
Yes. Do I have
So
somebody
we need to
second?
second it?
Somebody
Needs a
says a
second.
second.
Second? Okay.
So that'd be consistent with like a zoning violation or what have you.
Mhm.
How would the fines be?
That is to be, P and Z would work up how those details are gonna come in. It would be some sort of
The R-
regulated
The
system.
RTN meeting is scheduled for September 29th, so things have to be ready for them to review. They don't meet every month, so that's the next available RTN meeting. So we'll go to P and Z before that, and so just working backwards, Jeremy is starting to work on the text of the ordinance now. I mean, he's been working on it, but
Will
it's
we see
making more
that?
and more formal now.
Will we see that, or did our recommendations from our last meeting go into what he's working up, or how?
Because it's in September 29, the next ARB meeting is the 16th, so you may see a draft, but I don't know how much it's gonna
Okay.
change before it's submitted, but, you know, I could circulate it.
I think it'd be good for us to see what the
Yeah.
language is,
Once
just
we
to
have
make
it.
sure it's in the spirit. It'd be good to see what the language is, to make sure it's in the spirit of what we talked about.
Sure,
Yeah.
absolutely, but during the summer, at some point, there will be a draft, and I'll make sure to distribute it to all the members of the ARB. Yeah, there could be a good opportunity to have some comments.
Real
Yeah.
comments.
Well, and we're the ones that end up reviewing those applications and having to enforce it or follow up on it, so it'd be great to make sure
Right.
that.
So the structure
It
they have
works.
in Norwalk is they have an enforcement officer for violations. It actually happens to be Mr. Maslin, but he is, you have to have a referee to say, okay, yes, no, this is so, and what's the penalty, what's the fine? So there's going to be some sort of ladder. Generally, there's a ladder, from
Severity.
moderate to severe, and what it is. And the most severe usually are the Environmental Protection Commission violation, when people just cut trees and wetlands and whatnot. So, but for sign violation, we'll have to see how it's modulated. That'll be interesting.
That's exciting.
Okay,
Yeah.
so let me be then more official about that. I'd like to make a motion to support this ordinance. Do I have a second?
Second.
Yeah,
Okay, second?
second, third, fourth.
Third? Fourth? Beautiful. Okay, so that's it. Last agenda item is our minutes approval. Christina submitted these with a little work from Hervé and myself, so I approve them. All in favor? Minutes? Anyone opposed? Great, so the minutes are approved. It is 7:33 PM. We are going to adjourn our meeting. Thank you guys.
Done.
Wow.